I had been looking for a dedicated LED bib to treat the sun damage on my décolleté for a while, so I was thrilled when SKINVITY sent over their SKINVITY silicone LED face mask. Surprisingly, the mask also comes with a bib attached, a nice bonus as it's not mentioned in the name. Until then, I had always used my regular face mask flat on my chest, which meant sitting through the treatment twice, first the face, then the chest. The fit wasn't ideal either. I don't need eye holes when treating the décolleté. But how did the SKINVITY devices compare to the other ones I already have in my stash? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Dr. Anne, a medical doctor here to teach you how to best take care of your skin and general well-being. The initial claims SKINVITY makes are quite vague: to address key skin issues, leaving the skin luminous, radiant, smooth, refreshed and rejuvenated. Later on the website they specify this as anti-wrinkle and skin rejuvenation, which refers to the promotion of collagen production, firmness, attributing it to improved muscle tone, a claim I find surprising as LED masks typically don't target muscles, cares for blemished skin by preventing excess melanin production, again a standard LED claim, at least for red and near-infrared light, and then treats acne, which surprised me as it's a drug claim. It is most likely rooted in the effect of the blue light that has the potential to kill off bacteria. Both the mask and the bib are made from silicone, very flexible and comfortable to wear. While the bib is closed with one strap behind the neck, the mask has two that close behind the head. This leads to a close fit both at the upper and lower part of the face, but makes the mask a little less secure when standing up or walking around than those with a strap on top of the head. The mask also comes with additional eye protection that I found helpful when wearing the mask while watching TV or scrolling on my phone. It would have been possible without that too, but with the eye protection inserted was more comfortable. To use mask and bib, you plug them into the controller. Each can be used individually when plugged in separately, but the settings apply to both devices when they are connected to the same controller. You cannot set different modes for the mask and the bib simultaneously. Absolutely not an issue for me, as I always pick the same anyway, but worth a mention. Once you've cleansed your face and adjusted the devices to your dry face, you turn on the controller. The first setting is red light plus near-infrared light at the lowest intensity with a duration of treatment of 30 minutes, and you can either switch the light used or the intensity and duration of the treatment. The light settings are either red and near-infrared light or only blue light, and there are 5 different intensity levels that are directly linked to the treatment duration. Intensity level 1 has a duration of 30 minutes, level 2 has 25 minutes, and so on and so forth until you reach level 5 with 10 minutes of treatment. You can't change that either. It isn't possible to do 30 minutes on the highest intensity. Very sensible if you ask me. Once you pick your desired mode, intensity and duration, you can relax. The devices will turn off automatically once the set time is reached, so don't worry if you happen to fall asleep during the treatment, something I manage to do quite often. According to SKINVITY, you can use the mask 2 different ways: as shock treatment if you have an important event coming up or your skin needs extra love, meaning you use it 2 to 3 times a week for a period of 3 to 4 weeks, or the maintenance phase, which is 2 to 4 times a month, so basically once a week at max. That surprised me as it is far less than other masks I know recommend. Here it is usually 3 to 4 times a week for upkeep. I did a shock treatment and didn't mind the more frequent use, as with my preferred options, red and near-infrared at level 5 for 10 minutes, both on mask and bib simultaneously. It was quick and comfortable. Now onto the technical details: number of lamps, irradiance and wavelengths used, the things you need to know before deciding to purchase. Sadly, most of them are hard to find on the website, where they only tell you that they use over 200 LEDs and have a potency of 30 milliwatts per centimeter square. What they call potency is the irradiance, which ideally should be between 40 and 150 milliwatts per centimeter square, but 30 milliwatts per centimeter square is what you usually get with at-home devices, as risks increase when you surpass the 50. Neither on the homepage nor in the manual that comes with it that they mention the actual wavelengths used, which I found surprising and a bit frustrating. I'm used to this information being forefront and center of every offer, as this is the most important thing for me when deciding to purchase. Yes, irradiance is important too, but if that one is lower, it can be compensated with a longer wear time. If a brand uses the wrong wavelengths, there is no compensation for that. After some communication with the customer service, I can now confirm that the mask has 219 LEDs, each containing 3 lamps for the different wavelengths: 850 nanometers for infrared, 630 nanometers for red, and 430 for blue light. If you remember my video on LED light therapy, you might remember that the ideal wavelengths, the ones used in studies, are 830 nanometers for infrared, 633 for red, and 415 nanometers for blue. I recommend staying as close as possible to these, and especially with infrared and blue, SKINVITY is not ideal. How much effect that will have in real life, I obviously can't say, but for me it is the main selling point when picking up a mask. Don't get me wrong, I enjoyed the SKINVITY silicone LED mask and bib. They offer a comfortable fit, are easy to use, and for those that want to target breakouts have the option of using blue light to do that. They are superior to other masks I have tried. The wavelengths used also don't match the ones tested in studies, so for me, the only unique selling point compared to others in my stash is the bib that comes with the set. If you enjoyed this video, you will most likely enjoy the ones I've linked on the screen now. Don't forget to check out the description box for everything else I have to offer, and like and subscribe so you don't miss my next upload. See you there. Bye!